The food manufacturing industry is both complex and highly competitive. Supply chains go global to connect with the right suppliers and lower production costs. But this makes them more vulnerable to disruption from volatility in supply and demand. If a food manufacturer's key supplier is suddenly unable to deliver enough of the raw materials needed to meet the demand for their own products, it could take too long to figure out the next best course of action that ensures business continuity and acceptable profit margins, potentially causing them to lose out to more well-prepared competitors. To stay on top of consumer expectations and unexpected supply chain disruptions, food manufacturers have an opportunity to optimize cost, sourcing, and use of ingredients, as well as production output in the blending process. Blending is applicable to a very wide range of food products, from dairy products to coffee, tea, processed meats, various beverages, olive oil, packaged snacks, bread, breakfast cereals, instant meals, and more. But trying to optimize blends with legacy systems and processes can quickly turn food manufacturing into an exponentially complex puzzle. There are so many questions that planners need to take into account. What if there's a major shift in customer demand? What if certain raw material prices suddenly surge? What if one or more suppliers are disrupted, constraining the availability of certain ingredients? Some food products have tolerances for different blends or formulations, allowing manufacturers a certain degree of flexibility in adjusting the quantity of ingredients used within a certain range, while still arriving at a delicious final product. However, with flexibility comes complexity. With tolerable ranges of multiple ingredients to consider, the number of possible combinations could be in the millions. This complexity is compounded by other factors such as supply availability and pricing, ingredient shelf life, food safety constraints, inventory, as well as processing capacity. The reality is that finding the right blend with the lowest cost within all these constraints is simply far too complex to be managed by a planner with a spreadsheet. This is where optimization technology can help food manufacturers make the best decisions in blending. Blend optimization means taking into account all constraints, such as supply availability and ingredient pricing, as well as business rules, regulations, and preferences, to identify the right mix of ingredients that meets all desired criteria: cost-efficient, profitable, sustainably sourced, from reliable suppliers. This helps companies ensure that they are making the best decisions to efficiently manufacture quality food products that are the most profitable, yet aligned with sustainability KPIs. With the right optimization solution, manufacturers can achieve their production objectives while minimizing procurement costs. When disruptions occur, planners can evaluate different scenarios and be confident that they are making the best and most informed decisions. Blend optimization becomes a far simpler process, with planners able to calculate the optimal mix of ingredients within the defined parameters with just the touch of a button. The advanced optimization technology cuts the time needed to perform these complex calculations from days to just seconds. Seamless integration of blend data with the different systems being used by stakeholders, from R&D to procurement, is enabled by a single integrated platform that can represent all crucial data, driving improved collaboration across the value network. Beyond blending, the optimization technology can also help with sourcing decisions, defining inventory targets, defining distribution plans, and managing customer fulfillment objectives. With a detailed representation of the supply chain and a powerful optimizer, planners can create realistic sourcing plans that consider all relevant constraints such as supply shortages, raw material costs, and transportation costs. Create and compare alternative scenarios against company KPIs to adapt to changing circumstances and devise optimized sourcing plans in line with organizational goals. DELMIA equips food manufacturers with the capabilities they need to identify the best blend while controlling ingredient costs and more. Balance production to reduce inventory levels and ensure product freshness. Minimize waste by optimizing processes in order to maximize returns. Being part of a comprehensive suite of supply chain solutions, choosing DELMIA empowers manufacturers to transform their supply chain, workforce, and logistics operations. Leverage the power of KPI-based planning, scheduling, and optimization for complex business processes within food and beverage manufacturing, logistics, and workforce operations across all planning horizons. By achieving end-to-end integration across the supply chain, companies have a realistic means of unlocking the full potential of resilient and sustainable food manufacturing. Make it happen with DELMIA.